Okay, so far we have a good looking sidebar navigation, and all we need to do now is add just the last touches, and we're going to start with a drop down menu in the top right corner, sorry, and that's going to show the username, and when we click on it we have the option to log out. So let's get started. For this dropdown, actually we are going to borrow the component that is used in the old navigation layout. So let's open the navigation.blade.php and look for this settings dropdown, and specifically the dropdown, the X dropdown component, this one right here. It should be at around line 22, something like that. So just copy the whole component like this, and back in admin look for the main content, and inside this nav tag here we have one div, and inside that div we have the next div which holds the button to open and close the sidebar. Just below that I'm going to add another div, and inside that div we're going to place the component that we just copied. I'm going to fix the indentation. Okay, with just that change, let's go back to the browser and see what we got. Now, to see what we achieved, we have to actually close the sidebar navigation, and right here is what we just added. And as you can see, it's completely on the wrong position. So all I have to do now is fix the styles so that I can place it all the way in the other side. And looking at this, I think we placed it in the wrong place. So I'm going to grab this whole div here, and we have to put it inside this div up here. So I'm just gonna cut it, open this one, and I'm gonna place it right below this absolute one right here. And again, fix indentation. And the reason I did this is because this div over here, it's relative. And the other divs that I'm putting inside are absolute. So just like I placed this div with the button all the way to the left, I want to do something similar with this other one and place it all the way to the right. So let's begin with adding a couple of classes. For example, let's make it absolute. Inset y0 and right 0. So let's see what that achieved. Okay, as you can see, we have it now on the right side, and now we just have to add some padding and more styles so that we can have it just in the same line as the button right here. So if we continue to follow the example from the other div above, we already have it absolute, inset y0 and left. So let's keep adding more classes like flex, item center, and we don't need to hide it in medium to large devices, so just those two. I'm going to copy those and put them here. Now let's work on this button here. I want this button to be similar to the one above, to open and close the sidebar, with a couple of differences. I want it to be flex, that's okay, item center, text small, that's going to stay, font medium, that stays as well. The text, I'm going to change the color, and it's going to be text blue 100. The hover effect, I want it to be the same as the other one. So hover BG Blue 700. And I'm going to move this line below to have a better look. Now this hover border, I don't need that. So let's take it away. Focus outline, that one stays. And I'm going to take away all of the rest of the focus classes and just leave the transition, duration, and animation curve. And just to be consistent, I think I've been using a 200 duration for everything else. So let's keep using that. And also, just to keep it consistent with the other button, I just need to add a couple more classes, like padding, and make it rounded. Alright, let's see how that looks. And it's already looking perfect. Now let's make sure that it works. Click on it and notice how the navbar closed right away because I'm clicking away. That stays the same, and now we have a nice looking drop down with the option to log out. And just to make sure that that works, I'm going to log out, and that takes me back to the default Laravel homepage, and now I have to log back in. Alright, now that that's working, the last touch that I want to add is add a logo in the center, because when the nav bar is hitting, we don't have any branding. So I would like to have the logo of the application to be in the center when we look at the application in in small devices. And in medium to large devices, I'll just keep it hidden. So let's start by adding another div in between the one with the button and the one with the drop down right here. Let's make this one flex 1, justify center and item center. And also keep it hidden on medium to large devices. Now let's add another div in here. Make it flex. And then add a special flex class called flex shrink 0. And item center. And in here I'm just going to use the application logo component again. So I'll go up and grab it from here, and actually let's grab the whole A tag, copy it, and I'm just noticing there is no route here, so I'm gonna fix that right away. Again, I'm just sending it to the dashboard. Copy this again and paste it in here. Alright, let's see how that looks. Looks like it's not playing nice, so let me see what I can do. I think maybe if we just add a flex class in front of this one, that should solve the problem. So let's see. And let's try that again. Alright, that solved the problem. And that wraps it up for now. So if you found this content helpful, don't forget to like and consider subscribing as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.